and boom goes the dynamite. So, yeah, we were going to start talking about Jackass 3D.
The greatest movie of all time.
Debatable.
I would close to. It's the best Jackass movie there is. For sure.
Also debatable.
I don't know. I think it is.
I think the second one's still the best one.
Yeah, the second one's really good.
I mean, the second one made me laugh the most.
Mm-hmm.
The third one, it was really cool, all the stuff that they did.
There wasn't as many stunts, though.
There was, yeah, that was my problem with
the stunts were like more
movie.
drawn out. It was like, oh, we're gonna like do this 5-minute progression on what we're gonna do to Bam, and then we're gonna do it for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and then we're done.
That was my problem with it. They didn't do as many stunts, so I wasn't like, whoa, this is really cool, or this is really funny. They just did a lot of more gross out moments.
Yeah, there's a lot more pranks done to it. Like a lot of it is like just random pranks.
Like the high five one.
Oh, the high five, or when Bam's going out peeing on people. That was like.
That was like how long of a scene was that?
What's in the frame? Oh, It was just, and I watched it like the night it came out. Full of people, and we're sitting there.
The camera
and we're also we're in the front row, so we're like doing this, but it wouldn't really matter too bad. But like some of the stuff, like when the 3D thing, like you know the scene with the bees.
Oh, that one is so funny because they don't even get through the thing.
No, like Engel just freaks out and runs, and they're like, and she was like, yeah, the more you run, the more bees come at you. Like he's standing there calmly, like no bees are stinging me, and he's like, ah, dude, but. In 3D, you kept like seeing bees like they thought they were right here because they kept like having it like the effect like you're watching going there's bees flying all around in here. Then you go, oh, see, there's not.
I would have liked to actually have gone to see 3D because I think a lot more people were in that theater.
Yeah,
there were only a handful of people in that theater, and that's really a movie that. It's better to watch.
Oh yeah, it was
packed
because it was completely packed, but it was fun because like the whole audience is going ah or laughing hysterically or just it's like the people around you. You kind of get that experience.
It's definitely even though a lot of people like pan it just because like Jackass. Oh, you went to see Jackass. You guys are dumb. Don't see me. But really, like the Jackass movies are like the perfect way to show like what a movie going experience really is all about. Like it's not just going to see the movie, but it's like a shared experience between everybody that's in the theater.
Like the older movies, how they were just like an experience more.
Yeah.
It's not like watching that at home by yourself. You're like, oh, that's clever. That's disgusting. But the whole group of people are like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna poop my pants in laughter.
No, but the one cool thing was that I randomly ran into Alex. There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like me and Justine were sitting there, and then they start him and I guess does he have a girlfriend or do you know?
Yes. Although
I don't know, some girl that was.
Every time I see her, it's at an anime convention, and she's always wearing a collar and chain. So I'm gonna assume. Speaking
of anime, I just wanted to do what was the name of that video, because if we're gonna do anything with this podcast, it would be kind of cool to do a YouTube clip of the week, and you gotta tell them about the Sailor Moon transformation thing. That was amazing. What's the name of it?
I don't know. I saw it on
It's LA Anime.
Yeah, LA Anime. Yeah.
Just LA Anime. Sailor Moon transformation or something like that.
Something like that.
Talent is what these people have. Really.
It was choreographed. It was epic, and
if we can edit it in right now, we'll go ahead and put that in here.
We would. It just
right now, but if not,
we can't.
Maybe not.
We could related video, yes, or we could just put it on YouTube. We'll do it on YouTube. I'll put a link to it.
Yeah, we'll put a link to it.
We'll show you.
I'm sure. I'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Anyways.
But no, Jackass 3D.
Yeah,
we went and saw it, and just when it got to the more like the sweatsuit cocktail, or what was that called?
I think it was sweatsuit cocktail.
Yeah, sweatsuit
cocktail. And I think
Steve-O
cleaned up because they were like when he went to drink it. I don't know if you heard the line. They're like, "This is your first cocktail in 2 years."
Yeah, no, like so that was one thing. Like a lot of the people that were in it were no longer like drinking heavily or like
like it wasn't as much like we're all stoned and shit faced, so we're gonna do this stupid stuff. It was like, well, we have to do this. But we used to be drunk when we did this. This is gonna suck.
Plus, they're getting older, and a lot of them have families
now.
They're like
now.
30 now. Like, you can see like even one of the first stunts that Steve-O did. I was laughing so hard because Steve-O couldn't get through the introduction.
Yeah.
Of the, what, oh,
That's Steve-O!
He's like, my name's Steve-O, and like he knew it was coming. I don't want to do this at all.
No, the reason why Steve-O cleaned up a couple of years ago, he was on like
I actually remember
the Adam
seeing
Carolla show, and he was there promoting I think Jackass too.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk
as a skunk.
as a skunk, 3 sheets in the wind. He's
3 sheets
gone.
in the wind.
It's an old saying.
How old are you?
He's 85. Ages
Wow.
well.
Yeah.
It's like
Are you a vampire?
No, Benjamin Button.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Just think of that.
Don't ever watch that movie. I thought it was horrible.
It's like
I
like
didn't
3
have a
hours.
problem
It was
with
3 hours, and I'm like, ah.
I actually honestly didn't feel like it was that long for me.
It was. I watched the last half of it, and I'm like trying to order a gun online so I can blow my brains out before it's over. I'm like, can I get one in time? Where's the drugs at?
Anyways, he was drunk, and he's a special guest with Adam Carolla, and he's obviously drunk, and they're just doing things, and he's like, let's go to a commercial break. Steve-O's plunges through this glass table.
We will also link this clip because it's actually pretty. It's kind of funny.
It's really funny. Because Carolla, who did the Man Show and is used to crazy, is really like
he was even like,
freaking out. He's like, whoa.
He wasn't just falling over. He actually went over and was like breaking the table and stuff like that. He was knocking over everything. He's just like, he comes on and he's like, let's see how much damage I can do in like 5 minutes. That's basically the attitude that he has.
Yeah, he's crazy. Like,
But you could just see it on every one of their faces. Like, remember the jailbreak one?
Yeah,
I laughed so hard, especially watching Bam's face leading right up.
He was
like,
so. Like, I think Bam's
once he got through it, he like punched the wall.
Bam's whole mantra this whole movie was, I hate this stuff, so I'm gonna do this last movie. I'm gonna do a bunch of pranks to people because that's the only way I'm gonna get anything out of enjoyment.
Those Rocky ones are pretty cool.
Those are
especially
awesome.
In slow mo, just like watch people's faces goes.
And you're like, how much would that hurt?
Alright, I'm gonna put. If you notice, I'm not reacting now. I haven't seen it.
We're spoiling everything.
Everything.
By the way, best midget scene.
Oh gosh, it's epic. The midget scene, I almost fell out of the chair. Because you're like, oh, okay, midget fight. And then you're like, oh my god, like, and the best is the
people
reaction.
are all like, what is going on?
The best at the end of it goes, yeah, like the midget cops came in. What is going on?
It took the people that were in that bar a couple minutes to like start laughing. They're like, what just happened? Like the midget cops come in and start trying to break up this fight, and then the midget ambulance comes in and then tries to pick him up and drops him.
It's just so like, and it's cool. Like they're all okay with it. Like hey, we're making fun of you. Like I watched like a making of, or no, it was like a Jackass back to the beginnings. It was on MTV2 this last week.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And the one Jeff, I forgot his last name. Can't remember, the guy who's like one of the main producers of it. He's like, yeah, everyone likes Wayne Man, and he's like straight up, he's like, because he's a midget. And I'm like, I'm really supposed to say that. It was just so funny. He's like, because he's a midget. He's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man,
yeah. There's some. It's a lot of like different stunts, and not as much. I mean, there's some of the gross stuff, but it's not like. It's not as, I don't know, it's not as like almost as gnarly as some of like the earlier stuff, because it's kind of like more like we set this stunt up and it's a little more legit now, you know.
Yeah, they are more creative with.
Yeah, they're more creative, and like some of the pranks they do on people, like the one you've seen it on TV, so it's not ruining it, but the one with Preston walking in and then Wee Man walking out is just the classic like Jackass.
That wasn't Wee Man though. That was another guy.
Oh yeah, it was another midget. Yeah, It was a guy that looked just like Preston. But he was
are you saying they all look the same?
Yes! I'm sorry, I can't see down there.
Yeah, but once they're at eye level, you're like, who am I talking to?
Which one of you is around? You're running around! Sit down or stand up or get on a chair or something! I can't tell the difference. You get a TV show.
I see the top of your pretty little head.
Like a dog down there. Okay, that's gonna get bad. Well, apologies to all human rights groups out there, because I just offended some.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Alright, well, I gotta get this started.
It was at the sweatsuit cocktail that I was like, wow, I don't think I can make it through this scene, but it was really the last one that they did. What was it? The something Supreme.
Oh, it was the Poop Cocktail Supreme. Because it was a
Poop
parody of, or not parody, but it was a remake of, in the very first Jackass, Johnny Knoxville. They had it was, I mean, just typical early Jackass. They just had a porta potty and a garbage truck. And they just picked the porta potty up and dumped it. Picked it up and dumped it. Picked it up and dumped it like 4 times. And it was full of poop. This one, in the hyped up version, they have 2 cranes. I mean, you see it on TV. But, like, on TV, you're like, oh, okay. But when you watch it and you're like...
Yeah.
The whole,
I even started gagging a little bit after the end of that
and
one.
you're like, Steve-O, close your mouth. What are you doing? Oh, close your mouth. And he's like, I'm claustrophobic. And you're like, wait a minute. So, Steve-O, you can put a hook through your mouth, jump in the water, you can drink another man's sweat.
Eat an apple out of some guy's ass.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Staple the scrotum.
There's nothing too bad like that. There's not as much. The one bad thing, you gotta go into a Jackass movie knowing you're gonna see a lot of guys' dicks.
Yeah, that's true.
There's that one scene you're like, why are they doing this? Like, this scene is horrible! And you're
like the scene with the helicopter one?
Oh! Or when you see like a baseball bat, and like they're trying to censor it, and you're like...
I heard that one.
The helicopter one? Or
the baseball.
Yeah, the baseball bat.
That point, Justine was like, why are they censoring... Oh.
Like, why are they... Oh, that's why. Because they want to think you're not going to have to worry. Like, oh, I can watch this. Oh, man. You're watching like, do we have to see all this?
Tricked ya.
It's a drop.
It's a drop.
So how was that for a date movie?
Yeah, she was... Cause like I said, she was the one who actually suggested it, and
she
then
was into it.
Yeah, she was actually laughing pretty hard until the parts where like the more gross out parts. She's like, "Why did you take me to see this?" And I was like, "This was on you.
This is your idea." Yeah.
Plus, you didn't even go to see this in 3D, so I double blame you.
But apparently, there's enough of extra stuff that they filmed to make a whole nother like one. So when the DVD comes out,
3.5.
all the there'll be like another one that'll just be like all the extra stuff. Because I mean, some of the scenes at the very end that like they showed during the credits, you're going, why didn't they show that?
Yeah, I know. Like some of the stuff.
You're like, I could sit here for the 2 hours. Keep showing it. I don't care. I got nothing else better to do. You know, it's just one of those.
But I just have a feeling like if they try to make a 4th movie,
I don't think they're gonna. I think they're all too old.
No, yeah, but the thing is like, some of them might try to make a 4th movie, and the 4th one will just be like something about them. It'll be scenes of them leading up to somebody dying.
It'll be like, well, we're 35 now.
The 4th one will be a leaked YouTube clip of like one of the guys.
Steve-O like taking a header from 50 foot and just his head's like a melon.
Like,
Pop! You're like,
yeah, just them bringing out like shooting each other with live bullets.
Okay, guys, we gotta up the ante.
Russian roulette.
Russian roulette. How many bullets you put in there? I put 5. This is some crazy odds. Okay. Yeah. I put 5 bullets. It's a weak play.
That or the homosexual undertones would just come right over the top.
Yeah. But once you're like, wait a minute.
Wee Man's like, hey you guys, is it cool?
I'm not supposed to be used as that. Yeah. I like the homosexual just come to a climax. They'll peak, as so to say. You'll be like, wait, oh! Why did this also have a subtitle of Brokeback Mountain 2 on it? I should have known!
It's a trap!
It's a trap! We're stuck now! I paid $8 for this, I gotta watch! Oh!
$8 or 14 if it's in 3D.
I think it was like $10.25 to see in Clinton in 3D, which isn't too bad.
No, that's
I saw the
Or at that time, it'll be like 4D. You can also feel what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh my god! Oh! Like if you go to like Disney World, there's the rides and then like, you know, like this one, like there's this thing that like stabs you in the back, so all I can see is that happening. Like, oh! Everyone in the room just goes, I'm out! All the guys are just like running, like a couple guys are like, this ain't too bad. You're like, hey! Watch them in the showers.
Please say a command.
Yeah, I hate this. I like the phone, but
what kind of phone is that?
It's the Samsung Intensity 2. It was free.
Oh,
it's kind of like the upgraded version.
Did you get that via Verizon?
Yes, via Verizon.
So.
It's nice. It's just like it locks the keys.
I'm excited for the new Windows Mobile 7. I want to see how that is, and I might actually get a phone like that.
Really?
It's got like the Zune stuff integrated with it. It's got Xbox Live. You can play games on it.
Really?
And a lot of social network stuff is like integrated with the
everything.
actual stuff. So it actually looks pretty cool.
I got the new Metal.
We're about to time out.
Oh, really?
So if you guys want to say goodbye, I don't want to make this too long right now.
Bye.
Yeah,
Later.
see you guys later. Remember, leave comments, feedback.